when last we left our hero. Each and every one of you had spent time in your respective areas, letting off the steam and the stress from the trials that had befallen you on the road to get to this point. You know that trials and hurdles are in front of you as well, but you were able to get some form of aid from the guild master of the Azoria Senate, one sphinx by the name of Ice Spirit. You all gleaned quite a bit of information from this guild master and made your way back down the dais. We pretty well just left off in the streets below, didn't we? Just to help me out a little bit.
I think so.
Okay.
Because we had
That's what I remember.
Yeah, we haven't made any decisions on where to go. We were
Understood.
done talking.
Understood.
We rode down on that platform thing, and
yes, you did. You did.
Yep.
Yeah. As you approach the streets, you all kind of gather and just take stock of yourselves and what the next step might be for you all. So, with that, I will leave it up to you all. What would you like to do?
Ishmael, do you think if you got us into the Boros Legion's records, do you think we could maybe find anything on the establishments that Clint owns?
There's always a
You guys have to
possibility.
keep records somewhere, right?
Of course.
You don't just
Any
throw people in a
unlawful-
cell and just kind of call it good.
Well, if he's still out there, we probably have a record on his dealings that we're trying to find him. If he's breaking the law.
Go ahead and roll me a history check, if you wouldn't mind, Ishmael.
Because it's been so long since I've been back to the Boros.
Because...
Just kidding. I'm rolling. It's okay. You don't have to explain.
Okay.
explain why.
Oh, there's two of them.
There's two.
The first one, right?
The first one is
Yeah,
an
The first one was
Maybe-
18.
Let's go.
All right. With an 18, you recall that yes, the Boros do keep records on anyone who might have got involved in crime. Like if they had busted anyone, essentially, that's when they start keeping record of that person. You don't know whether Clint has a record or not. But I suppose Ezra might know that.
Do I know the Ezra record?
Go ahead and roll me a history check. You don't know.
Pretty fair.
Well, we can always ask.
He didn't let me be into his shit.
No. Mm-mm.
I just
And we
figured
could
you
kill
guys
a
would have
few
some
birds
form
with
of
one stone.
a collection of knowledge that we could cross-reference to see if he has ever been caught in any shady dealings. If not, at the very least we will have done something a little more focused than just wandering the streets asking.
I thought you had a lead.
No. I have a lead on the Crow after we removed Clint. They gave me remarkably little information about this man.
So you're telling me we just left the all-knowing Sphinx and didn't ask a single question about Flint?
We did.
Well, good. Let's go to
They
the
told
burrow.
us some cryptic thing about him being a man of great influence.
And having
And he
multiple
owns many
businesses.
establishments. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't specify any, but you know,
Nope.
that's what we're
I mean,
trying to figure out
classic.
now.
I mean,
know
you
Classic.
guys did use your one, like, all-seeing ability on a much larger threat, I would say, than Clint.
I'm a little more intimidated by the spooky dragon than
Uh-huh.
the corrupt businessman.
Uh-huh. You should be.
Should, yeah, fair. I could show us where my childhood home was.
I still feel like my idea for the Boros Legion is a good one.
And if the party is up to it, Victor here
Yes.
might earn his bracelet to be off. He has my vote.
Bracelet armband.
About that, can we at some point? Does not have to be anytime soon. I mean, I would like it to be, but it doesn't have to be. But can we at some point maybe go talk to somebody about this? And somebody put in a good word for me, and I think it might help. So yeah.
I think we could
That's
all
what we're
put in a
talking
good
about.
word for you at this point. You've showed much growth.
Thank you.
Well, we're in accord. At least two of us.
Yeehaw.
As I look at
At least two.
Abraham.
Oh, don't look at me. I've been on board with that for a while.
All right, we are heading
All right.
to the
Off to the
Boros.
Boros Legion, then. Allow
Howdy-ho.
me to get to the backdrop for the Boros Legion. No, that's the Chamber of the Guild Pact. What am I doing?
What are you doing, Tori?
What am I?
Come on.
You know, I labeled it that way. I labeled it Chamber of the Guild Pact, but that's definitely not. That's definitely not. That is definitely the Boros Legion.
What? Number 10.
Number 10?
I found it.
Number 10.
Number 10! Alright. Number 10. Okay, one second.
That's Sun Home.
Sun home! Sun home!
Helly ho.
I hope.
Well, that was fun. I like rapidly rolled my wheel and zoomed in right as we changed scene.
Beautiful.
Nice dissolve.
Very much that energy.
Okay. Well, y'all can, you can drag your characters in if you would like, or we can just use the background.
We
It
can
is your
do
choice.
that.
Yeah, you
fuck.
can.
You making
So
me
excited.
control things? How do you
I-
do it? I don't remember.
So you go into your journal, you go
Ah.
to the characters tab, and there should be you, Ishmael, and you should be able to grab you and drag you onto the map proper.
Like just my name?
Just your name, and it'll drag your token right onto that map.
Huh?
Huh?
It doesn't work.
Well, let me find you, and I will prove to you that it does. In fact, oh, hey, look at that! You proved it yourself. Look at that!
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what you
I
did
did it.
either.
It was me. I did
Oh,
it.
she did it.
Oh.
Well,
I was like, let me see if I can think of it.
yeah, no,
Not fair,
I
I'm never
basically
gonna
made you
learn.
all controllable by all of you because I,
Oh, okay.
you know, I
Sorry,
just-
Ishmael. Can you
That's
delete
fair.
him? Let him do it.
yeah, of course.
Nope.
Duh,
Nope.
bye.
Nope.
Sorry,
No.
the request was
I
made.
figured out. Just click on your name, but click and hold and drag it
Hold
over.
it. Drag.
Yeah, drag. Click, hold, and drag.
Drag.
Yeah, drag it onto
Just
the map.
you know, it's gotta load.
You gotta drag.
Hot
Drag.
spot.
You got
Drag.
this. Come on, hotspot.
If you need me to, I can.
Is Matt here? Like, I know he's here, but have we heard his voice yet, Matt? Have we heard your voice?
I haven't heard Matt's
anybody heard
voice.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What was that?
My soul is moving.
That was
Okay.
me
Well, I-
saying,
Okay.
man. Come on, internet. I believe in you.
There's a baby.
Baby! I don't know. I don't see the baby.
There's another
Oh,
baby. A
this
little
is
baby.
crying, baby.
Crying, baby.
Okay, there's two babies here.
There's 2 fur babies.
Do it for our babies.
Oh, they look super cute. They just chilling up on that ledge.
Mm-hmm. They like that
So
spot.
cute. What are we doing?
Oh wait, the cat camera's on. Ah! I gotta go open it.
Oh.
For all of you,
Vosul saying, I am her, having problems with audio again.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna talk to him on our way over there, but that's why I was like,
Well,
I haven't heard him.
Well, Matt, get him figured out, my guy. Come on, buddy.
We miss you.
I mean, he didn't really have to say a lot of it. I just wanted to have a
No,
little
but,
side conversation.
but
Is it your name at the very top of your character sheet, like
no,
next
it's
to the print button?
No.
It's the thing that you click on to open your character sheet.
Yeah.
So, like-
Yeah, you just drag that in. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
I'm old.
No
Right,
worries.
here we go.
No worries. All right.
Welcome to the Boros.
Oh, that's a big stretch.
Any of you have been here before?
Oh,
Victor.
thank you. Thank you. Yes.
I was
maybe
here.
once.
I was here when
Right.
we turned in Victor.
I was not with us yet. I was the only bard on the street at that point.
Aw.
I believe
Well-
I actually worked as the artist for the illustration of his murderous spree all those months ago.
I think you might have, yes.
Months.
I know. It's been
That's
months
so
in game.
long.
It's been months in game. That's all it's been.
Literally years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's
I-
mind numbing.
It
It's
is.
so strange.
It is. It's weird.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was like talking about character introductions and how awkward they could be, and I swear I thought about mine. I was like, yeah, that's how it is. Because I was
Uh-huh.
like, I just played a song. They're like, well, why don't you come with us? Because it was like quiet for a while, and then someone was just like, well, do you want to come with us? And I was like, okay.
Oh, I
Not
love it.
natural at all.
No, it really wasn't. But that is endearing in its own way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the entrance to Sunhome is about the same as it usually is. As you walk up the stairs, you can hear the sounds of metal clashing against metal, shields batting away spears and swords and the like. And quite a few people milling about, but all in a much more militaristic fashion than any of the other guilds you've been to. There's nobody of reportable note, at least in the foyer of this establishment. But you know where Roland keeps his office, if you would like to go speak with him.
To Roland.
Understood. You head up a secondary
Say
flight of stairs.
anything about my
Follow
age.
that geezer. Oh, sorry.
You
Bad timing.
continue
That
flying
young
up.
man, that very young man.
How do I look? Do I look young?
Distinguished.
Is that
The
You do
steam-
not look young.
You look
Stroke
wise,
my
You
brain.
do
Dude.
not.
I don't want to lie to you. You do not look young. But you look
maybe
handsome.
like anybody got a forgery mask?
I've got a
Just kidding.
disguise kit, I believe.
Oh yeah, just
Put-
give him
put
a
a-
little glow up.
Little, yeah.
Can I try to give him a little glow up?
Go ahead and roll me. So, do you have the disguise kit in your character sheet? Can you just click on it and roll?
I do.
Okay,
yes.
go for it.
Well, I think I can roll. Yes. Yes.
You do. You're able to dye the grays. So here's what I'll say. If you stopped somewhere in like an alleyway, you could have done this. Or you could have done it out in the open. It doesn't really matter unless you're trying to hide it. but
I'm just trying to make him feel.
We're definitely
better.
just doing
Make
it
him
in the
look more
hallway.
handsome.
Yeah, we're just
okay.
making him
I
over
mean,
in the open.
okay.
Yeah.
You get
Handsome.
into Sound Home proper, and in the foyer,
Look
you
back at
are
the hair.
yeah you are making sure to get rid of the grays, and try and hide some of those wrinkles. One thing that you do notice, it is a little bit hard to use your disguise kit because it is made for you. On a furred individual such
We try our
as
best.
Ishmael, yes, you try your best. This is my way of saying a 17 doesn't hide every blemish.
And that was not my intention.
Understood.
It's just more so sprucing them up.
Understood. Okay. Well, Spruce
We
is
ain't
Ishmael.
trying to hide
Military clean, DM.
Yes, military clean is definitely 17 worthy. You climb up one more flight of stairs and turn around a gilded like balcony around the chamber that you had previously entered and walk out towards, you know, his office is the farthest rightmost on this floor, and so you make your way there. You give a curt knock, to which there is an opening. You see an individual there, a young man who is in a similar regalia as most who are in the Boros Legion. Definitely the mark of a private or cadet. Not a very high-ranking individual at the moment. But opens the door and Ishmael. Sir Roland is not in at the moment. He did have a meeting with one of the Firemane Angels. He left maybe 10 minutes ago.
When is he to be back?
He made it sound like the meeting was important. It might be about an hour or so.
Very good. We'll be back.
All right.
How about a tour, friends?
a tour, or we can go try to help Victor. Do that first.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh? Yes.
Would I know
like
who
this
to
idea.
talk to about Victor?
I mean, honestly, probably one of the angels would be your
Roland?
best bet. I mean, talking to Roland
Let's
would.
go talk to a fucking angel.
All right.
Haven't done that yet.
All right.
Didn't the last time we
Ooh, I
talked
bet
to angels,
Abraham's excited.
didn't I offer them to offer to make the mushroom soup?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
it's
I also asked
pretty
one
much-
of them on a date, I think.
It was definitely getting towards that point, and but I do think that the time constraint was, you know.
Now, Victor, if we take
could always
this
try again.
off
Mhm. Yes, yes.
and you
yes.
go rogue,
Uh-huh.
it's not good.
I think I understand.
All right.
If I go rogue, I'm probably not going to live another day after I do that. So,
Well, and I feel like you would have 1 versus 6 because we would all notice. As much as I love you, I would be very disappointed.
I mean,
You'd
I
be
don't think
sad.
we- Very true.
Oh, fuck this up, you bitch!
Okay, fine. I won't. Jeez, I'm sorry.
Put my neck out for you!
Roll intimidation.
I never said I was
Listen.
going to.
Can we intimidate the druid into being a good druid?
I got it. Is he intimidated?
So here's the thing. The answer is no. unless like Victor. No. You know what? No. There's just no.
I think
I don't think he.
if you try to intimidate me into being a better druid, it might go
It
bad.
backfire.
Yeah.
back-
Yeah.
back-
See,
I
and
would just become
and
a worse druid.
and
again.
here's the thing, and I think I want to try and put this into effect as we go forward. If we are rolling between characters, and it is, you know, technically like a deception or whatever, I don't want really to roll, if that makes sense.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah.
somebody can lie if they want to, but whether you know it's a lie or not is down to the character. Because for you guys, like, I feel like it takes away from the story if I don't allow you guys to, you know, make a persuasion or a deception check, but have nobody know, not even me, really, except for maybe if you want me to know.
I'm
that-
lying.
Yes, exactly. So if you want to whisper it to me, please do. But if you needed to be a GM role or anything like that, I feel like going forward that'd be great. So we'll try and put that into effect a little bit. But all game things aside, no, you cannot intimidate the druid into
Damn
being
it.
a better druid.
Can I roll for disappointment?
Just roll a d20.
I'm this disappointed.
Understood. 11 points worth of disappointment
11
added
points.
to Ezra Ricochet. You can dock that down wherever you want to, or not. All right. With
All
that,
right, let's go. Talk to him, Victor.
Okay, sounds good.
all right, Ishmael, you lead the way because you're the one who knows these halls. You do go up another flight of stairs. This time you circle once, twice, 3 times until you hit the floor that you know the Fire Main Angels would be presiding on. This one is a full floor that you can see off in different directions. There are multiple splitting hallways that you know all reach down to a singular room where these angels would reside. Of the ones you would speak to possibly get this contraption off of Victor, I mean, you could probably pick any one of them and they would have the authority to do so.
I pick second one
Second one. From the right or from the left?
from the middle.
From the middle. Okay. You go forward and veer just slightly off to the left. You reach into that second one from the middle, and you give a... Well, you are about to give a knock when the door opens of its own accord.
Hello.
Oh,
And give me just a moment because I do have NPC tokens for these individuals. Not Lord of the Rings. I probably need to get rid of that.
No.
I know. I always feel bad getting rid of these things, but I clutter. You get clutter.
It's fair.
So that being said, I do have a really hard time deleting like tokens and everything from this campaign because it's the first one I've ran that's been like, yeah, I'm taking you guys from level 1 to pretty fucking
20,
high.
20.
You know, I would love to take you to 20. I want this story to end eventually. Let's see.
We can still go to 20 and it can still end.
It's correct. It
1 to
could.
20. You don't
You're
have to.
right.
You don't want to.
You're
I would be very excited.
I understand you're excited.
But also, I understand if you don't.
I know. You understand the understanding. Okay.
I want to be an angel for 1 hour.
For 1 hour. Okay. If you want that. Okay. I need a search, I think, because I'm not finding it. There we are.
That would be strange. The first character I ever played, if it went to level 20, I could say I got to level 20, but I never played level 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You played a
That's
level 1
true.
paladin.
You did.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah,
that's
scaling
not the
from-
first character I've
right,
ever played.
mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. The door opens, and you do see a regal figure, who currently, is scrawling on a piece of parchment, that's just kind of floating in front of her. You proceed inward. You know that this angel's name, of course. 1 second, because I'm going to generate that. Oh, let's just do this. Okay. You know that this angel's name is Lumiel Starshard.
Greetings, Lumiel Starshard.
Greetings, Ishmael. How fares your day? You see that she has
Well.
started to scrawl on another piece of paper as you're talking.
Pardon us, but we were wondering if you could spare a few moments.
Give me just a moment. She does finish 2 more documents. And then, yes, I should have time for you and your friends.
We're here to inquire about Victor here.
Hello.
He
Hello.
has our
Yes, I do
list,
see the,
whatever the fuck it's called. I forget
Yeah.
what it
Oh
is.
goodness.
Victor, was that from you?
No, that was not for me.
That's from me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. Yes, I do see our armband.
Well,
Hmm.
Victor here has proven his worth and has been doing very well ever since our judgment. And we, all of us, believe we could take it off if you are willing.
Well, with your commendation, that is high regard. But I do need to make one final check before I can confidently say this can be done. With that, she...
You hear me?
Oh, yes! Yes, we do!
Yeah.
Hey, okay, thank you.
There's that
That's all I
famous
needed.
soprano voice.
I'm actually an alto. Fun fact.
Got those good harmonies.
Fun fact.
All right. Well, love to hear your voice. And
Fun fact, too, this angel thing, that's a Magic the Gathering card.
it sure is.
Listen to this game
I
guy.
don't play games.
I know.
Fun
I
fact.
think we broke him when we made him start playing D&D.
And you'll
Yeah,
never
it
live
was-
it down, Matt.
Uh-huh.
The gateway.
It was a gateway drug. That's what it should be on the Dare T-shirts. Dare not to play D&D.
Yeah.
All right.
when you're in a strange kitchen in Alaska, say no to any. Just say no.
Oh, I would have been so sad. Oh.
I still remember it was you, Torin, and Victor just stopped at the towards the back end where the whiteboards are,
Uh-huh.
and you just both looked very nervous to ask me if I wanted to play, and I was like, "Ah, sure, why not? Fuck it, let's try it." It was wonderful, and I haven't looked back. I mean, I have obviously, but
Right, but yeah, I get it.
6 years later.
Honestly,
years
man,
later.
I want to keep this going so fucking bad. Anyway, I love you all, and I do want to hop back in the story.
oh, sorry about that. I was
no worries.
fixed it, and I thought I had to.
Yes, and I am always glad to hear your beautiful voice. With that, Lumiel speaks forward, well, she has already told you she would have to do something. As she does finish that sentence, you watch as she lifts one of her hands, and a ring of glowing sigils starts to encircle her open fingertips. As she does so, you watch as the armband alights in a radiant band that circles with the same sigils marked. As she does so, you watch as she carefully, as each sigil rotates and faces her, it seems to protrude and offer some form of information. I see. There does seem to be thoughts of harm, but only in self-defense, and only when it seemed necessary. She rotates to one of the final sigils. The prescribed time has not worn through, but Ishmael, with your commendation, I believe that this sentence can be shortened. And you watch as she closes her fingers, and as she balls them up into a fist, these sigils shatter, and as they do, the armband unclasps.
Yay, Victor!
Clasp Victor on the shoulder. Good job. You're a free man.
Thank you. I appreciate this more than you probably can understand.
Well, at least you're one of the few. There seem to be all too many who are quite fine with wearing the armband, getting away with as many shenanigans as they want anyways, so.
Thank you. Thank you very much. No more shenanigans for me.
You are welcome. And a few shenanigans. Never hurt anyone, but just make sure they're the right ones.
We'll just
Truer
keep those between you
words,
and me.
truer words.
Well, if that is all you have, I will resume my duties, as I am sure you all need to resume yours. And as she says that, she, just taps her chest, where most of you are keeping your sigils of the Guild Pact.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.
Any chance you know anyone that can remove a pretty heavy curse?
She then looks you up and down. Seemingly, well, actually. You know what? You asked the question, and she did not make an insight check prior. She didn't notice. You asked this question, and then she takes the time to look you up and down. We will actually just make a perception check for her to see if she can see through the disguise kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why
Make
not?
him look too nice.
If it's a 1, it might work.
We'll see. We'll see. The Fireman Angels aren't, crazy strong. So, but I think they are fairly perceptive.
I think they're pretty sweet, yeah.
Let's make sure. What is her perception? It's not overly high. But she does see it. As you mention it, she says, "Oh dear," and like she does start to like get up a little bit closer to you just to like see the finer details. Oh, you. Yes, I am still Mr. Bear. I wanted to be. Anyway.
You change it.
I could change it. I won't.
I should feel like he's here, but he's not here.
Lumiel comes forward, sees the finer details, and then... yes, that is a fairly heavy curse. That seems like something you would receive from a specific type of undead, but like you say, it seems to be deeper. And she does like give you a good once over. Let me
Ishmael's still standing tall and proud with his old age.
Well, I am glad to see that your vigor has not rescinded. But I unfortunately am a little bit more adept in the destructive arts. If you wanted somebody who could cure you of your ailment, you may have to speak to... Let me find her real quick. Oh, come
Hopefully the note taker has pen and quill in hand.
on.
It was going right when you.
What is her name? Help me.
I need more ink.
Okay. You would either have to talk to one of the angelic war leaders. The Razia would certainly have something that could aid in your predicament. You could attempt to talk to the guildmaster herself, but you'd have to gain an audience first. And I'm sure the Hand of the Guild Pact could do such a thing. I just don't know how quickly it might occur if you're looking to get away quickly.
Well, thank you.
You are welcome. I can put in a word if that helps.
Please.
I will send for Aurelia and see what she might be able to procure.
We're heading to go see Roland.
I believe he is speaking with one of the Razia as we speak.
Think it'd be rude to intrude?
Perhaps, but I believe the one that he is speaking to at the moment is one of the curious sort. Would like to know what all you have been up to.
Do you know what room they're in?
You would have to go up 2 more floors, and then you would strike the floor they are on. You then have to go across the skyway, and it's the room on the farthest left.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I
Good
would
day.
like to also say thank you as we depart in Celestial.
Of course he would.
Of course you would. You speak.
Give a little bow.
Yes, in Celestial, and give a bow. In Celestial, back to you. Flexing those language muscles. I like it.
Gotta practice where I can.
Point of inspiration for Abraham.
Yeah, no. I do love the enthusiasm, but no. She would then say, there are even a few who do not know Celestial among the Boros Legion, so kudos.
Does Ishmael know Celestial?
Oh, please,
Ishmael.
Abraham. We've been friends for 3 months.
I
You
just
don't know
can't
me.
remember.
Yes, he does.
Oh, right. We've chatted in Celestial before. That's correct.
With that, you leave Lumiel to her duties.
I'm planning on becoming an angel, bro. Come on.
It might be
It's
in the
good to have
cards.
goals, friend.
But not if you die of old age first.
It's happening.
It is happening. I need to make note of
That's
her name so that I
7
do
more
not...
months.
Oh, okay, there. Grab notes. And
As we walk out and towards the 2nd floor, I look over to Abraham and say, I'm doing it for you, buddy. And I will miss our friendship if it ends too early.
Aww. That's sweet.
Abe is just gonna give him just a smile and a hand on the shoulder. We'll get you young again. Besides, with Ezra's work, you already look like the vision of youthful exuberance itself.
Yes, and remind me again how many times Abe has saved your ass, sir.
Moi?
Mr. Doing It for Abe.
We love you too, Ezra. And you know, everybody else too. Yeah.
you know.
Oh, you scraps.
We're all scraps compared to
Yeah.
Abe.
And past Abe, yeah.
Abe is the only friend.
Oh, Cities would miss his friendship. For 3
That was
months.
the goal.
The friendship for 3 months. That's what he's
Since
Lifelong.
session 1.
Alright. This. That. I need to make a token real quick because you're going to see one of the Razia.
And this is the beautiful Sky Bridge.
Yes, as you walk across, you do see that it stands quite high, just like you had been only maybe about 30 minutes ago. Well, no, it would have been more like an hour and a half ago. Up upon New Prague. Those 2 towers seem to mimic each other, at least in their height. Both of the creatures that reside seeming to like the heights that they preside in. They do both have wings, so that makes sense. You don't know the exact scale because the sky bridge is covered. At least, well, mostly in glass. So, if you wanted to, you can make an intelligence check to know exactly how high you are.
Who is making an intelligence check?
Anybody.
Whoever, but if anybody wants to, they can.
With a 12. It's high. It's high.
I didn't drop a pebble and listen and count.
No. No, because the bottom half, at least, because it's about a half cylinder, it's a golden walkway that has these, like, spidering out strands of gold that are wrapping into the glass that come up into a semisphere, basically, that continues down this corridor. And you can see out the glass, but it's high. It gives you a little bit of vertigo when you look down. This. Okay. Do a few more things, just a little bit.
Well, Victor, do you feel any different?
Free man.
Yes, I do. I feel free. It's no thoughts of murdering, but if I had them, you wouldn't know.
Look at that wonderful tan line it's left.
Oh, isn't this
Beautiful.
fantastic? You know, normally I don't tan because I lived my life entirely underground, but it's fine. You know, I feel like making some mushroom soup.
For all of us?
Right here, right now, little lunch.
Maybe not right here, right now, but at some point for everybody, yes, I will make you a celebratory stew.
He kills us.
Love
all.
it.
Yeah, can I roll an
He poisons us.
just to read it?
That's how we'll go.
So
TK.
I'm going to
Killed by the
I am
druid.
going to put into effect the rule that I made just a little while ago. No, you can't make an inside check. Whatever you think Abraham thinks of the conversation that you're having, that's what Abraham thinks.
Ooh.
That'd be
What
fucked
does
up,
Abraham
Victor.
think?
That'd be real fucked up. But also hilarious if
It
you
would be
crush
hilarious.
Oren's dreams and killed all of us.
I will.
I will. That's all I needed to hear.
I will.
The fact,
I will.
Sorry, I'm frustrated and I'm trying to use my words. I'm a newfound man. Trying to be in touch with my feelings.
Oh, Abe has not said anything about this. He was just
Tried
thinking
to
it.
look into
Yeah.
your.
still happy for you. You know, like,
Thank
yeah, very supportive, like a pat on the back, but also thinking about it, like,
I would love to make a
Gonna have
mushroom stew
to-
for everybody.
just gonna have to pay attention to which mushroom Frank grabs.
Yes.
Between the
I
cheeks.
will
at
make
the
sure it's the
cleft
best
horizon.
mushroom soup I've made yet to this day. I've made some pretty good ones.
You have, and I would say you're gonna have. Well, it depends. Depending on the ingredients, if you can find the proper ingredients, you might make a better one. But you did make a fairly killer one at the.
Killer.
No.
Not no, literally no pun intended. At the.
What pun was there?
Like, probably shouldn't have.
I shouldn't have used that wording. I know that.
That worked.
But
It's hilarious.
Yes, at the soup kitchen. If it was literally killer, then they'd all be there. But you know,
Yeah, that would have been. You
I
definitely
would
wouldn't
that
have
would
gotten your
you
arm
would
pinned.
you would. In fact, you probably wouldn't even be in jail. You'd probably just be executed on the spot. But with that lovely
It's
note,
okay.
let us up, up, not
Up, up the stairs we go.
Puppies?
that.
Puppies?
Until we come to the tunnel.
Yep. And there's the Lord of the Rings reference.
We can't
Look
go
at
without Lord of the Rings.
You can't. You just can't. All right. There is that. I need the token.
To be fair, though, I hear that quote on a weekly basis from Isaiah anytime we are on stairs.
I love it.
Come to the tunnel.
Or lately, it's been the like, and take it for me, for us. Anytime we're talking about
I
wedding
love it.
stuff.
I love it.
Remember for us.
I meant precious. There's just not a better character in that. It's touching. All right. You didn't see that.
I didn't. I've been waiting
I
on
was
the
looking away,
spell list
so I
to
did not.
load, and it never
Good.
does.
Good.
What?
Good.
Show it again.
Nope.
What were we supposed to see?
Nothing.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
You didn't see
either.
it. You
So
didn't see it.
beautiful.
Only the audience at home saw it if they ever do see this.
That's me. I'm at home.
I think we all are. But anyways, you all
It was gorgeous.
walk into the it is a secondary tower off of the main branch, but it is almost reaching just as high as the main tower is. You do see as you're approaching that there are 3 singular towers that kind of branch off of this this secondary peak into their own, almost like this great metallic tree that has been molded from the gold that tops this tower. As you come across, you turn to the left and approach the door. How would
I
you
think
like
I
to...
would.
Yes, go ahead. I was just about to ask how you would like to proceed, so...
I would like to wait outside the door until they're done.
Understood. You all wait.
There's one way in, one way out, right? Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
technically there is another way out if... I mean, Roland wouldn't be able to do it unless, you know,
if
a
you
spell...
could fly.
Yes, a spell. If a spell was cast upon him, then sure he could.
Yeah.
But no, he cannot. So you wait for 10, 20, about 35 minutes pass.
Can we
and-
start playing hacky sack?
If you have a hacky sack on you, go ahead and roll me. I don't know. You can roll me a check if you want to. I don't care.
No.
Okay, okay.
Just joking.
You think about like kicking a ball with your feet. As you do, the
Just throwing my hammer back and
the
forth.
doors do rather silently, like with no really heavy impact, come open, even though they are large and seemingly, at least from a glance, and not finer inspection, though you might find the same, they seem to be made of solid gold, and they are, as they open, about 4 inches thick.
When?
As you see the doors open, a just ambient light pours out from the doorway as it is opening. And at first, most except for Ishmael, who knows of this phenomenon, think that, oh, she must have a crazy amount of like lanterns and other sconces or lighting in the room. No. As the door opens, you see that it is the angel itself who is just pouring this light out into the space around her. She is floating next to Roland as he is stepping out. And as Roland turns to see all of you in the doorway, something that the light is casting shadows behind, he turns and says, "Well, speak of the devil.
Hello, Roland.
We were just talking about you.
About me?
Well, not you alone, but
About us?
about you, yes." And he does
All good
gesture
things,
to
we
all
hope.
of you. I mean, that is left to be seen fully, but I can say that at least word of your deeds has spread far and wide of saviors of Vestalon, and even more so, well, not more so, but adding to that, the port of Thrycene as well. It sounded like there were some quite evil things happening amongst those ports.
Well, I was hoping for a favor. If it's not too much to ask.
A favor from me, or... And he looks to his compatriot who, floating there, says, "Or from me." And now
From both of you.
I will show. Boop. Oh, come on! One second. The booping will now.
He
The
made the
booping will
sound
now
effects
happen.
in
The
there.
booping will now happen.
The
Booping.
boopy.
The booping.
I love boopies.
There she is. Yes, that's the same one. I was gonna say you
Yeah.
better not change it.
No, no, I
Girl.
absolutely did not. I don't have
She's
time
a-
to change it.
Yeah.
She's a nice boopy.
She is a nice
Damn,
boopy.
girl.
Yes.
She has
Oh.
nice boobies.
Yeah, she got nice boobies.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Oh man.
Vasul, please, please. Keep it in your
Sorry.
pants.
Sorry, it's just you're very beautiful, angel lady. And I look down,
There are few who are brave enough to say such things.
and then I look up.
Get into her eyes.
And I have this just shit-eating grin.
She is looking back at you like directly in the face, and
Ooh.
you do like looking into her eyes. There are no pupils. It is just radiating light. And
Whoa.
I mean, you can take that as you want to, but
I'm in a relationship. Thank you.
it
Though.
is yes, and she's. It's a little bit more unsettling than anything. Like, she doesn't seem to be coming on to you in any form. She's just like matching your stare.
Like leering almost.
Almost. Yes.
Staring
Mm.
into your soul.
Well, say, ma'am, I appreciate the flattery there, but I'm in a committed relationship, so I cannot partake. No, don't object, don't object. I know I'm a catch, but you cannot have this. Sorry, and I turn away and go behind Snack, and I just face the other boy.
Can't go behind me.
I mean, you. So here's the thing. As he is like broaching to try and get behind you, make an acrobatics check if you want. Boss Tool, you can do the same. To see if he
Wait.
actually gets
No
behind
way.
you.
Oh, okay.
way.
Oh, and let me change it to
It's
normal
a curl up in a
here.
ball to get behind you. Aren't you like way taller than her?
It's a 21 to hit.
I mean,
Did you say acrobatic?
yes, Vostul compared to Snack is like, yeah. I mean, he's big, but he's
Can't hide
he's
behind
also
Snack,
he
but
is
it's
also
Brand,
very
doesn't
he is also very good at hiding. He's hid behind people before, and you don't
I'm
really
a
know
Dixie
how.
boy.
That's true. He did sneak right behind us when we didn't want him to come.
You have a
with
plus
us.
16. That's amazing.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
rogues,
see,
rogues,
I'm trying
man.
to hide
Right.
behind her.
So here's the thing:
So-
even if she had rolled a natural 1, she has reliable talent, which
I
would
s-
have jumped
yeah.
that to a 24.
To a 10.
Or
Yes.
yeah, or 26 actually. Holy
26.
crap.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're not gonna stand tall.
literally
for
could not
Brand
fail
and
that check.
Block the view.
yeah, no. You go to walk behind Snack, and you notice that she is attached to your back as you do.
Whoa. So my goodness, and I'm just flustered now. I'm like, what do I do?
I can't
Just
hide.
cover your trunk. Just
What
cover
do
your
I do?
trunk up.
And I
You should have
just
tried
sit
to
down
hide
and put
behind
my
Apple
trunk.
or Ishmael.
Nah,
They would have been easier to hide behind.
that's true, but they were closer to the angel lady who's trying to pick me up.
Well, aren't you just the funny ones? And you do catch like a very genuine tone of entertainment.
Yeah, she wants me. I don't say that out loud, but
Are
that's
you
the
not
internal thought.
entertained?
Are you not entertained? This is so quiet.
Through our escapades, I did run into something a bit nasty. And I was hoping we could reverse it.
She looks at you more truly now after being distracted, and says, "Oh my, yes, you did. May I inquire, or I guess ask permission? Could I delve into you a little bit and ascertain the true nature of what this might be?"
I do a side glance at Roland, because he knows my history and everybody else, but I allow it.
Roland,
As I do a curt nod.
like as you look at Roland, Roland nods to you, like he trusts this individual for sure.
All right, and then I give her a nod, and you may.
She steps forward, and as she leans down towards you, you watch as a hand comes forward, but it doesn't get too far away from her face, as she brushes yours and your foreheads touch. As they do, you feel her presence enter you. It is you never had Isperia try and touch your mind, did you? I just wanted to make sure. For Ishmael.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Ishmael, are you with us?
Steven?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
No. Not in this part.
Steven!
Not now.
This is like
I am
bad time.
Okay,
No,
okay,
that's
okay, okay,
it.
okay. Okay.
Has she ever touched my mind?
So
Is that what you're asking?
no. Did Isperia? Did you get that from the Sphinx? Did she ever try to touch your brain?
The Sphinx?
Yes, because there was a few people that she like entered their mind to better glean what.
I did not ask her any questions.
Okay, understood. With that being the
She just
case,
went into mine and AIDS, right?
that sounds right. very soon we'll be able to look at video evidence of that. I have uploaded almost everything. There's 2 or 3 episodes left. But with that, they are unedited, by the way. I do not have time for that at the moment. But she delves deeper. Well, it doesn't delve deeper. You feel a feeling almost like warm, like almost you were in a hot springs, and it's just kind of flooding into your being. As you do so, you do not forcibly, but almost like you're having someone guide you through your memories. You go back towards. Okay, I'm sorry. The music is killing me. It's not bad. It's just too.
I agree.
Much for
Yeah.
this.
I agree.
So
Popping
I-
off.
I
it
was
is,
jamming. was
and
like,
I
"Yay."
see, and I love it, but for the ambience of this scene, go. And Isaiah, I think I heard you say something, but
I get it.
yeah,
Sometimes it jams too hard.
it
It's a little
does.
distracting.
It does. Oh my goodness. I mean, I do love it. I do love it. I do love it, but no, absolutely not. I don't know what that is. I might have to do something else. We'll see. It's city ambience. Maybe I'll have something else. We'll see. I'll skip one more. That is good enough for me. You feel that warm flow into your mind, into your soul. And as you do, it feels almost cleansing in a way. It takes you back through your memories, and you are guided to the moments where Alaral is attempting to shred one of your companions, someone you have been through quite a few trying times with. And the thought of losing them comes into mind. The thought of losing any of your companions does. But with it, a sense of protection comes as well. Of you being the sentinel, the guard that stands at the forefront. With that, you feel that warm flow start to turn in your body. As more and more of these memories are played back, almost in reverse. You feel each step, Alaral's screams coming through, her claws attempting to and succeeding in killing some of your compatriots, but not outright and not for good. The feeling of being completely alone secluded you and Ezra away from people that you have spent so much of your time and energy attempting to keep safe. All of this rolls into your heart. And for those who are watching, you watch as the wrinkles, the paint kind of burns away. and you watch as the wrinkles, the gray, the darkness under the eyes, all of it just starts to lift off of the skin, out of the bones, out of the muscles. And you watch as, though he was standing proud, he was standing smaller than he was. And you watch as he lifts, as it all seems to fade away. As she pulls away, and you now are met with her face in front of yours. Thank you for sharing with me. I only delved into what was necessary. I tried to keep you with me through the journey as best I could.
There's our handsome guy.
Thank you.
You are welcome. As Tax, you will keep me company for an hour, and each one of you is going to tell me a story.
Oh wow.
Once upon a time.
Yes. You can literally tell her a story if you want to. She does want a story from you, though, like what your experiences have been. Or you can just say, "Yeah, I give her a story." You can decide how deep you want that to be. But and just to be aware, because introductions weren't made, we were quite hasty with this. My name is Zephyria Archlight.
I'm Ezra.
I introduce everyone.
Beautiful. Yes, Ezra starts saying her name, pretty much gets through with it, and you're like, I will. And you start to rattle everyone off. As you do so, she nods at each one of your names, and does seem genuinely enthused at hearing each one. Her name, I will type it out so that you can read it easily.
Are we going to tell her the story of what we've been doing?
You can tell her whatever story you want to. She asked for a story. She didn't
From all of
specify
us?
what.
Like,
Yeah.
So, for my story, I would like to tell her the gallant romantic tale of meeting and getting to know Amandra,
Beautiful.
and then the sadness of her being taken.
She seems like genuinely happy. Like as it ramps up as you're talking about like how you both interacted.
The kiss.
When you get to that
I
part,
still think about
she
that
definitely
kiss.
swoons a little bit. And after that, when you start to delve into like how she went inert for a time and how you had to try and get her basically working again. It for her, it's definitely a roller coaster. Like she goes, just like you, she goes up and then she goes down. She seems to follow your emotions almost as if she is feeling them for you.
May I also tell my story with song? Like, can I be like...
Of course! If you want to roll a performance check.
Be the
can.
bard, do the
yeah.
bard thing?
With a 25. You are focusing less on the performance, but as you are singing it out, it does seem to carry even more of your emotion out and into her ears and her general sense of what transpired between you.
If anyone else would like accompaniment for their story, I'm happy to oblige.
Yes, and if you just want to describe what story you give her, that is totally fine. If you don't, then
I
don't worry
will
about it.
recount the tale of my perspective of the collapsing of the Guild Pact.
Beautiful.
It's an exciting story.
It is. Yes,
Especially from your side.
Yeah, as you speak about how you all were inside the walls of the Chamber of the Guild Pact, just to be finally exited from them through an interesting means, and find yourself on the other side attempting to get out of the Guild Pact, only to decide at the last moment that you needed to run through and attempt to help any and all those who could hear your voice screaming throughout the chamber of it coming down around them. Your hopes of it at least leading one of them to a safer bastion before the crumbling happened. And then finally finding yourself exiting and then jumping a good 300 feet, if not more, down to a bridge that had collapsed and out over to a wall so that you could grab onto the ledge and make your way up, vaulting as you went. Every story that comes across her, she seems to be in genuine rapture of. Like, she feels your emotions. It is so close to what you know, like, you feel in yourself, and it almost brings a little bit of, like, catharsis to the moment, a little bit of reprieve.
I rolled for Abe's story to accompany him.
Oh, beautiful. One moment. Oh, you did you?
This is some Ride of the Valkyries level.
Yeah, like you, instead of like singing to it, you just are playing along on your instruments, and you find all the right notes just for the right moments as he is speaking it out into the room around you. And it brings some genuine tension to all of what transpires. And at the final crescendo of him making it out and not falling to his death, it picks up to a note that almost you do notice her actually lift off the ground a little bit higher as you are playing the note. I mean, Abraham, you have never felt more heard in your life.
Good work, Ezra.
And you were telling the story. Was it good to you too?
If there is anyone else, you can say so. If not, we can move on. It is a
What
I
is
have a
going
story.
on?
So, to refresh you, AJ, when did you
Please.
leave off?
Let me check the chat here. I said I'll be back at 8:45, so an hour ago.
Okay. So about an hour ago, did we at least get to where they were inside Sunhome, inside the Boros Legion headquarters?
Nope.
Okay.
Pretty sure Steven was just like, "What's the worst that could happen?"
Beautiful. Okay. With that,
It's
yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I
Okay.
was laughing.
Okay. As you got inside Sunhome, there was a description of the first floor. It was not overly bustling. There were definitely some cadets and privates who were training in this area. But you went up a flight of stairs, saw that Roland was not there, which is Ishmael's direct superior. May not be so much anymore, because Ishmael has done a lot of
Questionable thing.
well, no, not questionable. A lot of deeds in the
Growth.
name of like preserving. Well, I mean, questionable. Yes, there have been questionable things. Yes, certainly. But a lot of deeds that have furthered the cause of the Boros as well, dealing death to threats that would cause harm to the greater populace of Ravnica.
Was catfishing a dragon one of those things?
Nobody's delved into that quite yet. They've just heard tale.
Heard a
and-
tale.
Yeah,
Wink.
exactly. Okay. Anyways, with that, they traveled up 2 flights of stairs and met with a Firemane Angel who released Victor of his armband. Which
Oh, good for him. Good for you,
yes.
Victor.
Yes, you were not there for that, but he killed a goblin pretty well, almost accidentally. Rolled a natural 20 on a mushroom that would be poisonous,
Nice.
and it was very poisonous.
Nice.
It was a natural 20 that did not work in his favor.
Worth.
But
That
the
wasn't
armband.
tonight. That's how he got the armband.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I remember that. I thought you were talking about that. Anyway.
Yes, anyway. The armband was released, upon which that Firemane Angel by the name of Lumiel let the party know where Roland was, and said that the person that he was talking to would probably be interested in the Hand of the Guild Pack. So you all circled up 2 more flights of stairs and made it towards the secondary tower, not the primary tower, which was branched by a sky bridge that you all went across. Then you turned left and into that room, waited there until the 2 had come out, and you met with this individual by the name of Zephyria Archlight, and Roland, who was speaking with her. Upon exiting, he said, "Oh, well, speak of the devil," and apparently they had been talking about it. She then inquired upon a few individuals. Vasul attempted well, not attempted really, but was talking about hitting on her. And
Sure.
Excuse me.
talking about
She was hitting on me. Okay.
Correct.
I'll
Yeah.
listen to the tape.
Yeah, play it back.
Yes,
Play it
yes. Which
Play it back.
will be coming out soon. With that, she then talked to Ishmael, who was talking about his plight of being overly aged, and she recognized that.
Give a
They
good spa treatment.
yes, basically
Same.
a spa treatment. It felt like
Same, Ishmael. Same.
yes, a hot springs, but like within his being.
Oh.
That's
And-
right. Apple got cursed too, didn't he?
Yeah, my age doubled. I'm 101,
Oh,
which is like
I
30 years
forgot.
over how I'm supposed to be. Like I should be dead. The druid stuff.
Right. Anyway, Ishmael, you received a freeing of your curse as she delved into your memories of the subject. She has been listening to stories of the party members as a tax for
Oh.
this event, and basically people have just said, I want to say this thing, and I want to describe it.
I think it's just been Abe and I. I told
So
her
far.
about how I met Amandra, and Abe told him about the falling of the guild pack.
Oh, I got a story, but I know Matt said that you had one first.
Right.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
but-
You've been gone, so go, please.
Right. And before you
so-
do that, she
Yeah.
would notice it in you as well, and she would help you as well.
That's so nice.
Yes. Just to make sure,
Mhm.
Because I was asking this question before, did Isperia look into your memories at all? I forget.
The Sphinx.
Remind me who Asperia is.
Isperia is
Oh!
is the Sphinx, so probably not. I'm guessing.
I do not recall.
I think you were feeding babies
Yes.
when we were doing
Yes.
that.
Or
We
baby.
think it was
Sorry.
just Ezra and Abraham, and we can look back at the video and know that.
Yeah, I
but
don't recall meeting anybody with that name.
That is totally fine. As she peers into your being, you feel much the same. Like it feels like something is just soothing your entire soul, like your entire being. As she does peer back into the recollection of you having to face Alaral, almost in reverse. And as she goes into that memory, at the very beginning of it, almost as if the condition itself is reverting back to that time period, you all do watch as a lot of the general
Old.
or I was almost going to say decay, because
Okay.
that's
Oh,
kind of
yes.
yes, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
Happens. Well, it all seems to burn off, almost like it was just something that was shallowly clinging to your being.
Mm-hmm.
Who is
As-
this young turtle?
Exactly. As you come back
Well,
and watch her face just recede from you.
amazing. I haven't felt like this in years. Ah, my voice. I feel so young again.
Does he sound any younger?
He does. He does. And
Does sound younger.
so and to be perfectly frank, because Zephyria would say, I didn't mean to pry, but I was attempting to touch your life force to revert the curse that was on you. I felt something quite interesting, that you had lived longer than your body proclaims.
Well, I have been in touch with nature for many years. It has blessed me with many gifts.
To that, you, I mean, she's had like a small smile on her face, and she, every time you are speaking anything to her, she genuinely seems to like emit the emotion that you are kind of giving to her. She's almost a mirror in that way. But she
I'll give
gives a genuine smile of her own when you say that.
her one of Junior's apples because he's not here.
She holds out her hand. Also, if you want Junior to be here, I can definitely pull him in. But
I figured that he wasn't here for a purpose because it was, you know, I'm
we
sure
can
were
we
trying
can
to
say that
accomplish something.
he is at the Grove. He
Yeah,
is,
I figured when we're in the city, he's
Yes.
not coming with us.
yes, he is at the Grove. He is garnering some life force from V2 God.
Excellent.
With that,
He can hang
Appro-
out with Umber.
yeah.
Approximately how much would you say that she de-aged me?
Well, if your age doubled from the dragon fight, it
Yeah.
has now receded completely.
Excellent. And if she did want to hear a story, I would probably tell her about finding Taken.
That's a pretty damn good story.
Because I honestly, when I first came in and heard you guys talking about stories, I was like, we're gonna throw her for a loop and tell her about Muslorgioth. But if she,
I mean,
real
you
dark,
can.
real dark. No, I'll tell her about a happy thing.
Oh.
Keep it.
Would
keep
you
it
like accompaniment?
I mean, come
I will roll.
on.
Yeah, ever since I skipped a few
Nice.
songs, it has been
Did
very
roll good for everyone but myself.
Your story was
But
good
that
enough
makes
to know.
sense. That makes
thank
sense
you.
because Amanda is very emotional for you, and so you were
That's true.
thinking of, so that makes sense.
That is true.
Yeah, you were distracted from your performance and more processing your emotions.
Thinking about your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
All right, dice gods, fine.
I mean,
Just
so to be
computer
fair,
program, roll 20.
I just want to tell you, like, you just rolled a 20 and a 19 in a row.
Yeah.
That's true. I
This
was seeing that. I
roll
was like,
20
"You're rolling really
Does
good."
not hate you for these
Doesn't
rolls.
hate
I
me.
will let you know it does not. Okay. Anyways, with that, you speak upon Taken. Do you want to go, because Taken was pretty close to when you entered this party? Do you want to go into that at all, or do you?
I mean,
just...
yeah, I could start with like
Okay.
coming into this world through the,
Understood.
and then kind of like, holy shit, I kind of found these awesome people. They're so
Mhm.
nice and
Yes.
bragging.
Yes.
Oh,
As you
shucks.
speak these things, much like she did for your memories, even at the beginning when you start to say that you were pulled through a portal, she shows this look of almost concern and excitement, as like
Oh.
yes, exactly, mimicking your emotions through all of it, including like seeing Taken come out in this almost childlike state. She just it's just very cathartic. It's very like she is showing all the emotions that you would expect someone else to feel for you in that instance. Like she's a very good mirror. But yes, 3 stories have
Wonderful.
been told. If you would like to continue, we may.
Would like to tell the story of my great love, Soleil.
Do you want accompaniment?
I would love accompaniment. And when we get to the
Oh,
pegging
it has
session,
to. Of course, after
Oh,
I
no.
said that
You guys
it
just
doesn't hate
talking
you.
up.
I'm still an 18.
It is still an 18.
You're all
I'm
talking
sorry,
up
Dad.
roll 20, and roll 20 heard you.
And it is a skill check.
I
It is a skill check, so it is not. I have already said, it is not. Oh, a natural 20 definitely makes you succeed, or a natural 1 definitely makes you fail. So it does help. Not quite as much as it did
Love
for
hurts
Apple.
my soul right now.
Yes.
Just get distracted. with
Yes, as he is
But
talking about.
distracted with the pegging.
Yes, exactly. The new love found between him and Soleil through pegging, of course.
well, that's how it started.
uh,
But that's not how it'll end. That's
Exactly.
the beauty of this story.
exactly.
Orino.
Yes. You
Or should I
speak
say
upon-
Zepharia? Yeah, Zepharia. That's right.
as you pronounce these things. She, much like with the story between Amandra and Ezra, seems like genuinely giddy as she is hearing more and more of the tales between you two. And she never gets quite as high as she did with the Amandra story, but she definitely doesn't drop as low either, because that was a little bit. I believe there's only 3 more stories if people want to express something too.
I would like to tell the story of Abraham running across the water with Chala to
Ooh,
earn the dominance.
beautiful.
You want accompaniment?
Absolutely. He was so fast. He
So
ran
fast,
on
didn't even
top
see
of
his
the
feet.
water.
Okay. I just have to make sure to take note of everything you guys are saying. So
Used all his ki.
he even dashed when he wasn't really supposed to be able to. So with that-
Some divine force.
Some
allowed me to
divine
go
force.
beyond my limits.
exactly. Never again.
Fueled
but
by
yes.
pride.
Cool.
The rule of cool. With that, make sure. So it was Abraham, Ezra, Apple.
You don't want to be in debt. Gotta pay
I'm
for
gonna-
that story.
I'm gonna tell a story. I just was I was waiting for
Yes,
everybody.
I know you were. I even felt it when
And
like
my-
I was
and my
asking,
husband
and there
was
was only
telling me-
3 left.
Yeah, I would tell her with accompaniment, please,
Yes.
Ezra.
This is the best
About-
day ever.
About about being able to rescue my brother, being able to get Supine back,
You. All right.
and like the journey that we went on to find him. And...
Vasul swept the streets clean that day.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's right. I forgot about that.
He did.
He
Just
did.
said to be
He's-
sleeping.
he's
Be
swept it,
sleeping.
He did eventually
He's so
make it
good at that.
into the dungeon, though, I believe.
He did.
He swept his way in.
We used his trunk to follow the scent of.
yeah, you did.
Remember? He was like, it's right here. This
Uh-huh.
chapter is-
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Basul.
He's such a
is-
character.
He so is, but so are you, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's.
And I love
There's
it
a
for it.
there's a thin line between us.
Oh.
Thank you, Ezra, for that beautiful music.
Yeah, thank you for the natural one.
Yeah, thank you for the natural one. 1, 2, 3, 4,
It was
5.
still an 18.
You're more of a storyteller, I think. I needed the help.
But you are most welcome. Music always enhances stories.
It so
Oh,
does.
for sure.
Are you kidding? I play
sure.
music every single time we start. I have,
Yes.
and so
yes,
does
have to.
Isaiah. Like
Otherwise,
it's
it
so
feels
helpful.
Weird.
Anyway,
Yep.
I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Victor's the only one we haven't got.
Oh, yes, right. Do you want a compliment?
I do. I would love some accompaniment.
Vasul, you're pretty sure that Ezra has it out for you because it just wasn't quite as good.
Don't say that!
Yeah.
It hurt my
Yeah.
heart. You could see me crying. I was crying because I was thinking of a mantra. I don't hate you.
No, it's okay. I understand that you hate me.
Nah!
If we could get Ezra, maybe something dark and dreary and not super happy,
Ooh.
but a little optimistic.
I start out, I bring out a tambourine.
Oh,
It's like-
nice. Yeah. Already doing
like
more
to
than she
tell.
did for me.
He came with description of what he wanted.
Yes, he did. And Victor, I would love to hear the story you give.
Me too. Hurry up. I'm kidding.
I would like this. This is going to be a story about how one day I had to keep SpaghettiOs away from my cats. Not actually, but I am actively doing that. But this is going to be a story about how there was a mushroom that wronged me. And today I finally got to forgive that mushroom. You see, a few months ago, quite a while ago, when I was maybe not as good of a person and didn't slow down to think about things, I was trying to do my best and trying to help, and I might have maybe killed one too many people. But my intention was never to murder a goblin with a poison mushroom. And it just so happened that it was a mushroom that I thought would make him go to sleep, but it made him go to sleep.
Ba-ba-ba.
And I had to carry that weight with me for a long time. And I finally forgave myself. And after I did that, you know what happened? this druid became the best mushroom soup chef in this goddamn land.
Yeah, he did.
You're never gonna meet anybody that makes better mushroom soup than me. Me
No,
and Frank.
you won't.
What's up, Frank?
You do see a singular tear form and fall
Oh my god.
from her cheek.
Yep.
Making angels cry.
But with the help of my friends and Frank and these two wonderful people over in District 8,
I believe that is correct. Let me get
right,
the door.
over in District 8, I've become a better person. And I'd just like to say thank you to all my friends. And that's it.
It was bringing
More
it to
mushroom
4,
soup.
but you were close.
Oh, dang. You know, I just doubled it, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
That's my story.
Far better accompaniment this time, huh?
Thank you so much for the payment for my efforts. I'm glad to hear most of your stories, and of course I would be lying if I said I did not want to know more. But I'm glad for what you did share.
This one time at band camp.
This one time,
Buster will tell another story. I'll make it up for
No.
you.
No,
I'll make it up.
you have lost my trust.
No! My hands retired from the natural 20.
Oh, really?
My hands
You
were
had
tired.
2 more performances after me, and look
They
at
were
how
resting.
good they were.
It was a second wind, I swear. Oh. All right. Well, I am glad to have met you. At least I know that the Guild Pact is in good hands. And to know that Roland was not blowing smoke. I am remiss, but I do have a great many things to tend to, as I am sure that you do as well. But I'm
Did we
glad
ask the favor from Roland yet? Sorry.
for the hour of
Not yet. We are going to leave and then do that.
Okay, sorry.
I bid you adieu. Have a splendid day. As she says these things, you do watch as the light in her form, wings, body, and all shines a little bit brighter for the interaction. And then the doors shut as she floats in towards the room.
I can't with these girls' hips. I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
You know
Well,
what is wrong?
Roland?
I too get distracted by beautiful women, but when I do it, I perform well. And at that, I just turn away.
He turns away.
so savage.
I perform well. I love it.
Rap battle right now.
Not that kind of performance.
And I mean, another type of performance, I'm still good at it.
Roland steps
Roland,
forward.
we need another favor from you, if you can spare us a moment.
I can spare you a moment, but I would appreciate being in my office. So, if we can walk and talk, that'd be fantastic.
Lead the way.
Beautiful. As he does so, You tail closely behind him, finding your new and renewed young self. Being able to follow him
My tail
quite
reaches
well.
higher.
Yes.
He's a handsome man.
Oh yeah.
Handsome bull.
All right. What was the favor?
Well, our next endeavor is looking for a criminal. We were wondering if the Boros had any leads on a particular individual.
May I get this individual's name? Full would be preferred.
His name is Frank.
It's not Frank.
Frank who?
Frank, what? What
I
about Frank?
will give Clint's full name.
I love
I
that
actually
Ishmael's the
don't
one
know
who's
his
got that
last
wrong
name.
every single time. Frank is the Beetle,
Frank.
not Victor.
He's the Beetle.
Great, I love that.
He's keeping. He's keep.
What is Clint's last name? I don't think I gave him one.
Eastwood, obviously.
Eastwood.
What?
No.
Clint Eastwood.
No,
right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Obviously. About to write that down. I was like,
I know, and Emma was so forward. I was like, oh wait, you
No.
don't know who that is?
No, I do know who
Oh,
Clint
okay.
Eastwood is. I just was like, okay. Eastwood.
Sure.
Got it. We're bringing him
Westwood. This is
Suck
my
Clint
dick.
Westwood.
in. Eastwood's cousin.
No.
But what is his last name? I did not give him one in my backstory.
I'm trying
Give
to use,
him one now.
I'm trying to use Chat GPT for it, and
Unless-
I said last names for Clint. The last one is Thunder Clint.
Unless I took his last name. Does he have the same last name as me? Whose last name did I take? I don't know.
You would not have taken his. Like
Yeah, I
to
figured.
use as a stage name,
Or
no,
change
you would
it.
not have taken
Well, yeah, and Ricochet is a bow technique. Like, that's literally why I named it Ricochet. Because she's a musician, so. But what is his last name?
I am attempting to. Collins. Clint Collins.
Collins. Alright. His name is Clint Collins.
Understood. Alliteration always seems to lead to bad manners. I don't know why. He's then leads you all down the stairs. You do not actually make it to his office because he stops just about 3 floors below where you are now and travels
was
ahead.
the-
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna give him the fact of he was the owner of the Drunken Zombie Tavern. That's the name of the inn I was born in.
Both of those will be invaluable in seeing if he has any criminal record upon him. Just to let you know, to not get your hopes too high. Sometimes, as with all things, some criminals evade our detection. So, I'm hopeful that I will find something in our records. If not, I can maybe give you at least some leads to start an actual search.
That's all
As-
we ask for, Roland.
And as he is saying these things, he nods to you, and you watch as he broaches a fairly large door that is just straight forward from where you presented yourself on the stairs, and shifts open that door. As he does so, you walk into a pretty well a library of records. Instead of it being literal books, though, that are lining the shelves, there is what looks like wooden drawers that are just lined from floor to ceiling, and the floor to the ceiling seems to be a good, almost 100 feet high. for those who are of the more intelligent background. And you notice many, many rows of these filing cabinets. He brings you all forward to a central area where you see a rounded desk that currently there is a brown-haired, fairly short-kempt, just like down to the top of her neck, elven woman with some very round glasses, who notices you arrive and nods. Sir Roland, good to see you again, along with... Oh, the Hand of the Guild Pact. I have not had the pleasure. She then, rather nervously, says, what can I help you all with today?
We're looking to see if you have any records of a man named Clint Collins. For owner, at least, I don't know if he's still an owner of, but at least he used to be the owner of the Drunken Zombie Tavern.
Understood. I will consult the archdiocese on that. Give me just a moment. She then turns around, and it is a fair centerpiece, so you definitely noticed it on the way in. There is this stone that is just floating and rotating very slowly in the center of this rounded desk that she just turns to, and you watch as she fairly quickly just scrawls her finger across the stone a few times, and much like what you saw from Lumiel when she freed Victor of his armband, you watch as some glowing yellow letters come up upon this stone and then quickly start to rotate around it. And as they do so, they come back with a singular sigil. I'm just going to roll a d20, and we'll see exactly how conniving he's been with his practice. Not very. So we don't have exact records of him criminally, though there are many criminals and suspects of crimes that have been tied back to him, just not with any affirming strings. As so,
Can you tell us anything useful? Maybe location or acquaintance?
there are multiple locations.
Hangout?
I will give you a list of the locations that he has frequented. If that's alright. She does look to Roland, and Roland looks back at her and says, I would be surprised if and then he just gives like a thumb pointed towards you, Ishmael, if he is not higher ranked than me at this point. Then, so please, with all due respect, follow his instruction instead.
Ish will be moving up the ladder in a couple months.
Maybe not even that.
Maybe right now?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Not right now, but you did just meet with
Shall
two
I-
angels, so give me just a second. Go ahead and speak what you're saying.
Music!
I know. I gotta
According
step
to the music, it's right now.
Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Let's go, dear.
All right.
Shall I summon my 5 bodyguards to take with us? And we could really make the DM fucking struggle.
And bring
So here's the
all
thing.
extra characters
Yeah, no.
along.
Here's the thing. I'll put this out to you right now. Yes, you can bring a five extra bodyguards. They will not be very high level compared to you. Do you want people to die under
they
your
die. Yes.
under
And,
your supervision?
Did they just die?
The answer is yes, probably.
No.
I hope, because I want
Sacrifice
They're
that.
like the
yourselves.
extras in the movies. Where they
Yeah,
just
that's
die.
basically what it would be at that point.
That's what they would be, right?
Yep.
They're there for the
Gotta
next time
level
Ezra rolls
them
on that
up
one.
now.
In the
I
credits,
yeah,
they're
I
like,
will
"Man in
I will
glasses."
I will give no illusion to the fact that they would die.
They won't be helped.
Absolutely.
They won't be helped.
They'll just die.
They'll die like the losers they were in life.
They won't even have
That
names.
speaks the
I
truth.
bet.
He does. He does kind of.
Well, we have a list. How long is the list, DM?
Well, of the places he frequents, it's usually his establishments, as far as I can tell. She does seem to be perusing the stone a little bit more now that she's gotten that primary sigil. And brings about... One moment. He frequents the Silver Serpent Tavern, Whispering Pines Lodge, and the Crystal Crown Rest. One he doesn't.
Repita, por favor.
Yes.
Uno más.
Yes,
I was gonna say that. I was
beautiful.
Like, I can't write that fast.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So it would be the Silver Serpent Tavern.
That's a tongue twister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Whispering Pines Lodge. Crystal Crown Rest. And then at the end, she would say, he doesn't frequent it, but it seems to be every year or so that he makes it back to the Griffin's Nest Rest.
Griffin's Rest. or
Griffin's Nest or Nest Rest.
Or is it Nest Rest? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say Griffin's Nest.
Griffin's
Oh,
Nest.
okay.
Make it easy.
I liked Nest Rest.
Nest Rest. Griffin's Nest Rest.
Sure. Say that one. I don't care.
The name is unimportant.
It really is. The important part is that he makes it there every year.
Is it like a specific day every year that he goes to the Griffin's Nest?
Less a day and more, it seems, anywhere from a month to a week.
That he stays there for?
Yes.
And how long has it been since he's been there?
Oh, last document on record says... Ooh. He wouldn't be making it there again if it was following the pattern until probably a month or so, give or take the month or week. Anywhere from a month to a month and a half.
Okay. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
We're on the trail.
That's what it sounds like.
The music sounds like
Well, I am hopeful that I gave you all something to go off of.
Yeah,
You've been
this is
great,
a-
man.
This
You've
is a
been
great
great.
place to start.
Yeah, you've
No,
been
look.
wonderful.
Thank you.
You got any spare change? I saw a vending
God
machine
damn.
outside I'm interested in using.
So we're just to make sure you know, we're a filing library. We don't really practice in commerce.
Why do you have a vending machine if you don't practice in commerce, bro?
We don't have a vending machine. I don't even know what that is.
You don't have a vending machine?
No,
What's outside, man?
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about.
Oh. Can I look? Let's see what it is.
Roll a perception check, please.
You said perception
I
check.
did say
all right.
perception.
That's a natural
You-
one. I'm Ezra
you-
today.
You look around.
Sorry,
You
I
look
just put
ar-
my headphones on to say that.
You look around outside, and there was never anything here to begin with. You don't know what you were thinking.
Damn.
There's nothing here.
I scratch my head and go back inside, and I still ask for some spare change.
I
Don't
mean,
mind him.
I don't have spare change. I have change on me, I guess.
And I put my hand out, and I give him the eyes, you know, like.
You do that, but she has also just heard from Ishmael not to take you seriously. And so she
Dang it.
looks back and forth for a
Ishmael.
second and then definitely follows her
I'll give
superiors.
Vasul
advice.
1 gold piece.
Oh, yeah. I accept 1 gold piece, and I fuck off. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Well, Roland, I don't mean to cut our time short. But
As Zephyria said, I am sure that you have things to attend to, so I will not keep your time any more than that.
any chance we have any extra heavy duty armor laying around?
If you are willing to wait for a few more hours, I believe that something that me and Zephyria were speaking about was trying to get you a little bit more recognized. If you are willing to wait for a time here, then I think that we could.
getting promoted.
I think we could possibly find them.
Well, team, do you want to hang about or shall I catch up?
I have no issue with hanging out.
Yeah, samesies.
Let's go find you that vending machine, Vasul.
I'm a little snacky.
All right. You do start looking around for a vending machine.
No, I'm snacky.
So you start looking around. Immediately, Ishmael. Actually, as you're thinking about this, there is not a vending machine. But there is like a resident kitchen for Sunhome. Like they have to feed their soldiers somehow.
Yeah, I definitely just take him to the kitchen.
Yes. So on the first floor,
Food.
pretty much on the main thoroughfare, because everybody has to eat, you just go back about 2 rooms, and then you find this massive, like, great hall area that has tables lined up in rows, just a mess hall for people to get food and then eat. So it is almost buffet style. Like, there is
Oh,
rows
hell
of rows of different things that are out being heated under radiant, like literal radiant, the radiant warm glow of just like almost what looks like starlight that is just floating above them. So basically, take your pick.
Can I have it all?
One
I
of
mean,
everything, please.
If you want to take one of everything, you literally can. It is a buffet style. Nobody's stopping you.
I take one of everything.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
And my trunk's just fluffing, you know, as I'm going
Oh,
down
yeah.
the line. I'm like, oh, do I do this one? And I'm pointing with my trunk. Oh, yes, I do this one. And I put it on the plate. And then I move forward and I'm like, and I move the little nose around, you know. And I'm like, oh, yes, I do want this one. And I walk away the whole plate.
I love it. So you don't walk away with a whole plate. You walk away with at least 2. And
Oh,
they
wow.
are both mountains of.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. As you
Yummy.
set them down on the table, and proceed to start eating, I will need at least from you a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hey. Constitution. Saving throw. That's a 20 to hit.
With a dirty 20, you eat and you get to a point where you know you're already full, but all of it has been very
there.
good so far. And you continue until both plates are gone, and you're feeling a little bit bloated.
I'd say.
But
A little.
a little. But you're not gonna throw it back up. You know that much.
Hell yeah. And I just lay back content.
Beautiful. Untighten your belt a little.
Untighten my belt, yeah. You know, let the loafer, like the Thanksgiving pants.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Anybody else who wants to can grab as much food or not food as they want.
Is there fish? Is there any fish?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Get some
But I
fish,
would-
get some fish.
I would definitely take some.
Beautiful. Yes.
If Fussel left any. for the
I left some fish because I knew you were going.
Oh,
You were
okay.
gonna get some food.
Yes. He
And I
got
just-
1 of everything. If he got 2 of everything, you would have disadvantage on your Constitution
That's-
saving throw.
that's
I would be
Oh my
honest.
goodness gracious. So no seconds.
I mean, you
no,
can
No
try.
11sies?
You can certainly
11sies.
try.
Oh.
All right.
Lunch, dinner, supper.
I know. Yeah, very, very.
Exactly.
See, so if a halfling did come into this, they might have advantage on. You know.
I speak Halfling. I've never used it, but I speak it.
Got it.
Yeah, Auntie would have had the whole place shut down.
I'll just take a salad if they have it.
Yeah, they have a salad bar along with everything else.
Wow, this place is great. It's
Yeah.
like an Apple headquarters or something.
I mean, literal angels,
Google-
literal
Google.
angels, quote unquote, work here. They can summon
Well, that's
basically
true.
anything they freaking want.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah, can't help the homeless situation though, can they? And
Well, they haven't found the light of the Boros yet, so no.
Ooh. Excuses. I just pick my teeth and I just side eye the whole table like like let's politically agitate the Thanksgiving table right now.
Absolutely. Let's do
Oh my god.
that. All right.
I'm getting relatives to talk about politics.
Yeah, at the
Like that
buffet
kind
at
of
Boros
thing.
Legion. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about
Exactly.
politics here. Yeah, let's do it.
Ravnica, not
Yeah,
real
not politically charged in the least. There aren't like 9 guilds who all are vying for power. What?
No, we only have 2 guilds in the U.S. 2
All right,
recognized
all right,
guilds,
all
I
right.
should
That's
say.
enough. That's enough. No more. Anyway, you guys finish a meal.
Delicious.
I would say since you have, I mean, you're members of the Chamber of the Guild Pact, and you just ate in the Hall of the Boros, you have the effects of a hero's feast happening for you right now.
What's that mean?
I will
Tell us.
tell you.
Is it
There's a
in
lot of
these
stuff.
books? Can I look it in the books?
You might be able to. I know.
What was the name of it?
Heroes Feast.
Heroes Feast.
Regain Heroes Feast.
Oh, there it is.
I have that cookbook.
Do you really?
I do.
It's real?
It's a real
Oh.
cookbook.
Well, they made it into one.
Yeah.
I go grab it.
Go
Yes.
grab it.
So,
Heroes Feast.
the creature is cured of
Oh,
all
it takes 1
diseases
hour to
and
consume.
poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point
Whoa.
maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points for the next 24 hours.
Ooh.
So, let me roll 2d10 for y'all real quick, since it isn't one of you casting the spell.
Are we immune forever from being...
No, for the next 24 hours.
Oh, next 24 hours.
See, I have it.
Y'all have
Where am I?
14 more
Where am
hit
I?
points added to your maximum.
Oh, it's so pretty. 14 added.
14?
Yes.
Oh, that's a thick book.
There's a hero's feast. Look at that.
Dragon salmon. Nice. Dragging these bowls across that face. Wow.
This is literally
Oh
this
my
is
God.
fondue, but it's called like community cheese.
Ooh.
Community cheese. I'm never not calling fondue community
Isn't
cheese
it the
now.
best name for it?
It's pretty good.
I also have the D&D like cocktail book.
I feel like we have to do those things when
Oh,
we
I
meet
do
up
I
next.
do these. I
Okay.
use the Heroes Feast when I do like my Lord of the Rings day.
Uh-huh.
I also use my Lord of the Rings one, but the Heroes Feast actually has some really good stuff in it.
Nice.
Hmm.
All right. Well, you all finish your food. If there's anything else you would like to do, that probably took about an hour. And you do have several. If not,
Yeah,
you can
it
say
says it
we
takes an
hang
hour
out.
to eat it.
Yes, it
I'm
does take
fine
that.
with just hanging out.
All right.
Hang out, yeah.
All
This
right.
is the calm before the storm.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
there are quite a few people who like come up to Ishmael and start asking him about his journeys, his adventures across the realm of Ravnica. And it's up to Ishmael how much he wants to share, if anything, really. You're muted if you're saying anything. If you're not, that's okay too.
If you're not, you're still muted. Yeah.
I'm muted.
Yeah, I'll tell the good things, you know.
All right.
The
Make
good
it
thing.
more, yes, make it more hopeful and less dire. All right,
Seems like a good thing to do.
it does. Roll me a performance check, please.
Do I have inspiring music?
Do you?
Yes.
Then I would like 2 performance checks. So here's the thing. Either you can both roll performance checks, or you can give Ishmael advantage. One of them.
What do you want? An advantage or you want me to roll?
I definitely want you to roll.
Okay.
Okay, so we both roll.
Yes, you both roll. It's the smart choice.
Where's
36.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh,
I'm sorry, Basu.
You need to roll
Yeah,
2.
I was like,
We need to make
every
sure.
time.
No. We need to make sure that Ishmael, you need to roll as well, because they do add together. Okay. You didn't get a natural 1, so we're all good.
That's
with
still
that.
pretty good. That's
It is
50.
very good. It is very good. It is very, very good. With that, you are telling tales, and as you are bolstered by the melodic undertones of Ezra Ricochet, coming in the moments where it is most necessary, leaving room for your inspiring words and adding emotion and fury and elation and all the emotions that are necessary to make the story just that more gravitation. And as you do so, you feel the very air of the space you're in start to lift, the morale of these soldiers seems to be bolstered.
Nice.
Yes. If you want to, you can take note that the Boros Legion has, and that is the Boros Legion has gained inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
impressive.
Y'all are welcome.
It's gonna be a good day in
Boros
10th
Legion.
district.
Go Bard, go. Go Bard, go.
No, it's you two. We work together.
All right.
Just like old times, you and me, Ishmael. Even though you know you didn't become young for me, you've become young for Abe.
For Abe.
Yeah. Don't
And their
forget it.
friendship.
Don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
Jeez.
Next time you can perform by yourself. Nah, I couldn't give up a chance to perform.
That's true. I can't resist. I must play.
Accompanied. All right. Sad to take note. And if there's anything else anyone else would like to do before we jump into Ishmael's shenanigans.
I would like to talk to the party about something.
Okay.
Guys, I've been thinking since we left. I keep calling her O Sphinx, but it's Isperia.
I mean,
Isperia?
she'd probably
I just keep
respond to
calling
either
her
one,
Osphinx.
but Isperia, yes. Isperia is her name.
Isperia. Okay. And I've been thinking about her offer of us practicing. I guess she would portray the dragons, and we would practice battling her. Is that what she offered? I believe it was.
So
Yeah.
she offered basically an imitation of what
A simulation.
almost
kind of,
pretty much a
is how I
simulation
looked
of
at it.
what
Okay.
of what the dragons might
Be like to battle.
exactly.
Okay. And I know we didn't take her up on it at the time, but I've been thinking that could really be important. So I'm not saying that we should do it now, because I know we're looking for Clint, and then I know there's other, but before, I don't know when it would be. But I feel like maybe we should see if we could see her again and attempt to do that, just so we can know maybe even some secrets, or just how to go about, or at least just have the chance to see where we might stand. I don't know. I've just been thinking about it.
Well, I don't think that's a bad idea. I just figured, based on the description and kind of what we saw, that if we were to go against them right now, we'd likely get squashed like bugs.
Well, right. That's
I figured saving ourselves the trouble, just focusing on matters that we can deal with currently, would have been more time beneficial. But
And that does make sense as of right now. That's why I said not this moment. But I feel like we could maybe, it's possible we could strengthen those things that are our weaknesses. Maybe we could at least know that there are weaknesses.
we could put it on the to-do list, when we get,
That's
once
all I
we're
was saying.
done here and go deal with, whatever we deal with, we can always come back and see. I'm open to that.
Okay.
I
That's
think
all
it's a great idea.
Just wanted to
Yes.
bring it back.
Just felt a little bit like putting the cart before the horse.
I
today.
know at the time, we were like, but Okay, well, good. I just wanted to throw that out there that it was something I had been thinking about.
Like your
I am
snack?
feeling more spry.
I like this idea. I, for one, would hit that Sphinx no problem. And I'd do it right now.
You had to
Whatever,
word
you
it that
were
way.
made
Oh,
You had to.
Yeah,
You just had
why'd
to.
you say it like that?
You told the angel you were in a
I didn't mean hit that way, you dirty, dirty
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah, right.
You, yeah. Insight check.
I don't need an insight check. I know he is being.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we're not allowed to do that anymore.
No, I'm in a committed relationship with Soleil. Not with this Sphinx.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet.
Your dirty mind is not helping me. I was just thinking, oh, but a threesome though.
Hey, that's not out of the question.
Hey,
You never know. Maybe Vasul's poly.
Yo, pop off.
The school is everything. We'd fuck a mango if it was in Ravnica.
All right,
sure.
all right. To come back to the
Oh,
story
we're
at
on a
hand.
recording. Delete, 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 delete.
No, there's no deleting, and I'm sure there's.
Yeah, Torin doesn't have time
so here's
to
the
edit.
thing.
I just
and,
edited.
and here's the thing.
No,
D&D
he's dead.
groups have been horny before. It's fine.
We are by far the most torn.
Absolutely not.
Nowhere near
No.
the most horny group.
No.
No, that's true.
No.
Hey,
That's
I wonder
true.
how Slime Mommy's doing, honestly. I hope she's
Oh,
doing well.
did she
I've got
go?
some babies that I need to.
What about your babies?
Yeah.
I mean, you should probably check in on all that stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
You've been very
You should
disappointed
check
in
in on all
her.
that
That's
You're
fine.
inside
I'm
me, but
ADHD.
I'm
I'm sorry, I forget things.
It's okay. I'm just letting you know.
Set
Okay,
a
done.
reminder on your phone to
He
go
said,
out
"Are
every 2
they
weeks.
dead?" Is it like feeding a Tamagotchi or something?
You don't know. I mean, you can still feel them on your form. You know they're not dead because they move around every once in a while, but
How many does he have left? 2? I think it's 2.
Victor, add your hit points to your shit before you forget.
Yeah, you're plus 14.
yes, make sure you do say like well, I'll just keep note that it is a plus 14. At the end of 24 hours, however, it will recede that 14, and it's hard to remember
Which is like
because it's a
4
maximum.
sessions long.
Yep.
Right. True. That's true.
Here we go.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah. Now we're all in the pluses. Well, except for Apple. Oh, and Ezra. Wait, why can't I?
I put mine in a separate.
Oh, a
thing.
different place. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Smart.
The blue line is my temporary hit points.
These aren't temporary; they're added to your maximum, so you can heal them back.
Oh,
Who's Mr. Bear?
but they're going away after a
Who's
day.
Mr. Bear?
That's my buddy.
Okay, okay.
Haven't needed
could-
him
I
in
could
a
be
while.
this
He's
too.
my little totem.
So, but we
My
only
little
have those
totem.
14 for the day.
Oh, don't be that. Please don't be that. Go back to Mr. Bear.
Yeah.
Don't be
14
that.
for 24 hours.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so it's only for the day though.
It'll be for 24 hours,
24.
so it'll
Okay,
be
which-
like basically
like
you
Steven said.
you
like
do
4
a thing, you go to sleep doing a long rest. Since it was about the middle of the day, you'll get probably the morning. And
Middle
then-
of a fight, just like
It ends.
lose 14.
You weren't down. Now you're down.
I'm still gonna leave mine separate so I don't forget about that and then just have.
I
extra 14 for a
honestly
while.
I think that's smart. But
Mr. Bear went back to his plane on April 21st of 2022. Oh my god.
That was a long time ago.
Almost been 2 years ago. So funny. I'm so glad I've always dated everything. 'cause it's
yeah,
hilarious.
it's crazy how much
It's
time
just
has
like,
passed.
is that true?
Well, yeah, because it doesn't feel like we've been.
I know. It doesn't. I know.
Yeah, it's
I-
nutty.
I
Anyway,
agree.
we can finish Ishmael's rank up ceremony, or we can start off with that next session.
Send it.
All right. With that, Ishmael, as you are regaling tales of your adventures throughout the Sunhome Hall, eventually, you do notice Roland's presence. And on either side, just behind him, you do see 2 Firemane angels as well, or escort, it seems. As you notice him, he gives a deep nod and says, "It is time, my friend."
I will stand and walk over to them.
Any and all who wish to may be present for the ceremony.
I look back to my friends.
I'll come along.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a little graduation.
Yeah.
I'd love to go.
I want to go.
Beautiful. Yes. You all follow. First, Roland and the 2 angels, then Ishmael, and then the troop of people. Not only you behind him, but all the onlookers behind you. Okay. You follow the Firemane Angel. You all ascend about, because you are on the ground floor, you ascend 4 levels. And on this 4th level, you notice that there is, once again, just straight ahead from where you exit the stairs, where you emerge, I should say. The doors here, like many of the doors you have found, are quite grandiose. And as they open, you watch as it opens up to the whole of Ravnik in all your periphery. Once again, there is almost a bowl of glass that just reaches up, and instead of being only like a half sphere, it is more of an encapsulation, a dome that flows about 300 feet wide in its radius. You all flow into this space, and the Firemane Angels lead the way, flying up and forward from where Roland is. Roland, instead of taking a primary role in this, well, actually, no. Roland would step up these steps in the center, leading to a dais that seems to have this almost crevice just etched into its form. You step up the stairs to follow him, and as you do, you notice that the pedestal in the center starts to, there's this glow that emanates from beneath as you take your final step up to it. And a cylinder of celestial sigils starts to roll out of the center. The dais that you are in front of, as well as you and Roland, start to lift off the ground. It is only a short ways, that way most onlookers who are now sitting up in almost a gallery that the seats crawl up upon the glass. You take a knee, seeing this kind of procession before and knowing what role you would take. Roland holds his hand out in almost a motion like he is attempting to grab something towards the open crevice of the ducts. As he does so, you watch as light shines up and through the middle of it, and he grasps on. As he pulls out, you see a sword of light that is held now in his hands. As he holds it there, he grabs it with his other hand and asks, "Do you, Ishmael, of the Boros Legion, promise to honor and uphold the safety and the resolve of the entirety of Ravnica?"
I do.
As you say the words, he places the sword of light on one shoulder, your right. Do you offer friendship and guidance to the weary?
I do.
The sword lifts and places on your left shoulder. Do you promise to continue to grow, to make a world stronger and better for your being in?
I do.
He lifts the sword once more and holds it so it just touches the very crest right between your horns. As he does so, you watch as the two Firemane Angels come down, each of them holding what looks to be, well, they are holding something on their back. You can't tell exactly what yet, but you do notice them come down, and they do start to strip you of the armor that you are wearing as they present you with a regalia. The armor you were wearing doesn't fall to the ground. It is placed upon the ducts. And through this procession, which doesn't take overly long, not as long as it normally would for you to doff and don armor, because these two angels are escorting the process. But as you feel the armor clasped to your form, it doesn't feel any heavier than the armor you were originally wearing. And you feel this sense of just lightness in your entire body as it cements down. For those of you who are looking, and you do notice a little bit of extra light protruding from your the top of your head, Ishmael. But everyone else would notice that between his horns there now is a connecting halo of light.
Oh.
And
Anyone clapping? Are we allowed to clap?
of course you are.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm clapping.
As the sword is no longer there, and instead the halo in its place.
Whoa.
As you are told, stand Ishmael, commander of the Boros Legion.
Damn.
And as you are, everyone watches as wings sprout from your back.
Oh,
And I,
shit!
Holy
What
fuck.
the fuck?
and I try
Let's
to,
go!
with my cheers, I mean, people are probably already cheering.
Oh,
so they
absolutely.
Inspire everyone to cheer.
Oh yeah, no, the people are
paladin
already
has
cheering.
flight.
cheering.
Isn't this what Isaiah's always said is OP, a flying paladin?
It's definitely OP at certain levels.
At certain. Also,
I'd say 14 is where you can give paladin flight because the things that they're fighting, they just need it.
yeah. hmm
Paladin
no.
isn't very strong when a dragon starts doing strafing runs.
Yeah.
Angel.
So I will give you what that armor actually does. Before next we meet. But
Fucking dope.
yes.
Worth
Amazing.
the hour
Oh,
wait.
shit.
It was epic.
Fucking commander, holy balls.
Also, anyone who is looking at it, you do notice that along at least where the bones would be for the wing, there are those same golden sigils, those celestial sigils that are scrawled across it.
A minotaur with wings sounds terrifying, though.
I just think it sounds
I
cool.
was like picturing in my head, and I was like, I'd be shitting my pants. Like that would be terrifying.
Well, I mean, yeah, anybody who's going to be fighting against Ishmael now, if they are
Against-
like, yeah. I mean, if they're not, great worms, they might be a little scary.
I'm waiting to intimidate somebody with my halo.
Right.
Now I get to walk up to Cliff with Ishmael standing behind me and be like, "Fuck you."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, a commander of the Boros Legion. Yeah. I mean, you are all scary force in just who you are, but yeah, now the clout that you're carrying behind your names, at least some of you, people are hearing about you, and it's definitely swaying some heads for sure.
Yeah, Orzov's probably not happy at all with me.
It's
We're trying to
They're
get you
probably-
out of there, though, Pat.
Yeah, I paid my debt off, though,
You did.
so I don't have any real ties to them anymore, but I'm still technically a member of their nonsense.
Yeah.
Become guiltless like Snack and I.
Yeah.
Or you could
I
try
don't
and look
know.
for
I
another
hear
one.
that
or,
they roll really poor performance checks, apparently, for just one
Oh.
person if you're
Fuck
guilty.
yeah! You know how Roll20 feels about leaving the majority of the time.
I love that you had to go there. I love it. I love
I'm
that
like,
you did.
"Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't have anything to do with it.
That honestly almost makes it funnier.
I'm never gonna live something that was 0% of my control down.
Your fault. Right. Exactly.
No, you only chose to play. You-
I guess I could have not played for you.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm disappointed.
I'm not blaming you.
Roll
I'm
for
just saying it's your
disappointed
fault.
to see how disappointed you are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will end the recording there.